Alright, now that I have finally got rid of my other computer, it's time to finally make Ranking Every Mario Kart Track Part 5. There are 284 tracks in Mario Kart history, and when the sixth wave of the Marker 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass released, it kind of became my wish to rank every single Mario Kart track. Today we're going to be ranking the Mario Kart tracks that I have placed from 200 to 183. Barely cracking the 200th spot is N64 Moo Moo Farm. Honestly, had I done this a couple of years earlier, I probably would have put Moo Moo Farm way higher. And I do like the idea of Moo Moo Farm. You know, you're on a farm. Yeah, I like that idea, but had they make it more hard, I grant, yes, it's the second track of the game. But if it was more hard than just driving around in a circle, I think I would like it more. I wish Movie Farm could come back in a harder and better way than it was on the Nintendo 64 and on the DS. 199. Moving from one N64 Mushroom Cup track to another, we head over to Luigi Raceway, which, in my opinion, gets a little bit more hate than it does, than it deserves. And most people would probably put this near the bottom. In my opinion, there is no way that track is that bad. This track it isn't great. Of course, it only ranks 199th out of 284, but that's still better than many fan favorites across the series that I have put down here because I'm entitled to my own opinion, okay? 198. NS Toad Harbor. I really can't deny the joyfulness and cheerfulness that Toad Harbor makes me feel when I play. But it doesn't matter about the vibes that the tracks give me. If that was the case, Toad Harbor would be at least in the top 50. It's about the actual layout. And you know what? Toad Harbor definitely could have been a couple of places higher if it wasn't for the trains. Those trolleys, whatever. They messed me up more times than they helped me. I do like the fact that you can jump off of them, but honestly, they're more of a nuisance, and that's probably why I have ranked it in 198th spot. 197. 3DS and 64 Luigi Raceway. The only reason why this is A, above the original, and B, above Toad Harbor is because, well, most people would say, oh, it doesn't offer that much. In my opinion, those blue ramps are enough to be better than the original. I think most people will agree with me on that. But above Toad Harbor, again, it's the trolleys. Okay, I was really debating. Oh, is 3DS at 64 Luigi Raceway better than Toad Harbor, or is Toad Harbor better? I've changed the script, or not the script, but the rankings a couple of times just to match my feelings. But in the end, I've had to stick Toad Harbor below Luigi Raceway on the 3DS, and that's where I put it. These next three are very similar, so I figured why not group them together. 196 GBA SNES Koopa Beach 2, 195 SNES Koopa Beach 2, and 194 DS SNES Koopa Beach 2. The only reason why this is in its particular order is, well, I mean, I had to do something. So, with everything crossed off, I just went down to the music, in which I think GBA's compressed sounds make it worse than the DS's more. I can't really explain it. I mean, 193. GBA SNES Rainbow Road. SNES Rainbow Road, it was a decent track, alright? And the GBA came along, killed it. It sucks now. GBA, SNES, Rainbow Road. You take away the thwomps. You make the colors pop out more. Okay, yeah, sure, but they look brighter than they should. And you put your own little spin on it. Okay, fine, but that's kind of not great. Should I also mention the music? Yeah, GBA, SNES, Rainbow Road. I'm not a big fan. 192. Wii Daisy Circuit. Yeah, I mean, I've never been a fan of this one. I don't think I ever will be a massive fan of this one. My opinions have changed a lot over the years. A couple of years ago, like let's say 8 years ago. 2016 was 8 years ago, guys. That's crazy. So yeah, 8 years ago, I'd probably have this towards the bottom of the list. But yeah, Daisy Circuit. I'm not a huge fan of it. What do you want me to say about it? I mean, I guess I could say I don't like the layout. The statues are pretty cool. Coming at 191, it's Wii N64 Mario Raceway. So I actually have nothing planned to say about this track because it's kind of just like that boring. So yeah, that's just um okay, let me try and think of something. Mario Raceway, I like the idea of the layout. I like the layout, but there's only so much you could do for a circuit track. 190 NS Rainbow Road. For the lack of a better word, it's an uninspired track. Especially when you compare the two previous Rainbow Roads, Marco B's Rainbow Road is absolutely well. I mean, well, I did put it what like 270 something, but 3DS Rainbow Road, holy Jesus, one of the best tracks in the whole series. And then you get to this thing. What did it bring? A space station? Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's also really hard to play on 200 TC. I don't recommend you do this unless you want to get Gold Mario. But yeah, this track, well, it's just uninspired. I do like the gimmick of two different paths, but that's been done before. It's not really something that should be happening on a Rainbow Road track, in my opinion. The Rainbow Road should offer something like more. It should bring something that people can use for fun. Like I don't know how to explain this. Double Dash, it had like that the pipe that shoots you up, and the DS with the corkscrew and stuff. Yeah, so Rainbow Road should have that, not some stupid lame space station. 189 N64 Mario Raceway brings the same thing as the Wii one. The only reason why it's 2 spots higher is probably because I do like the graphics a little more. I know that's so weird to say, but to me, I feel like the more cartoony, the better, and 64-bit games feel more cartoony, and that's what I'm going to say. 188 NS Mario Kart Stadium. It's an opening track. I tried to, put that in my mind when ranking it, but I just couldn't put it higher than 188th. The layout is probably really, I wouldn't say probably, it is really uninspired. It's a circuit track. That's what it is. If it was called Mario Circuit, would you believe me? Because it does. I put out a poll, and most of you guys said no. But I'm actually really surprised to that because I would consider this a circuit track. That's why I have it 188th. It's just so bland and uninspired for me, which I think is somewhat fair criticism. 187 NS Water Park. Water Park, I feel like gets a little bit too much hate from some people. Like, if you asked me this 5 years ago, Water Park would be probably really, really high up. Obviously, I've realized it isn't the same really good track. I love the idea. Like a water themed amusement park. I know those exist in real life. But driving in one of them in Mario Kart, it's a great idea, but I think they could have made it a little better. Of course, this is still a Mushroom Cup track, so obviously it's going to be a little more bland than if it was in a Flower Cup track. Uh, yeah, that's really all I can say about Water Park. It's really much I can say. 186 NS Sweet Sweet Canyon. Again, really good idea, but meh at best execution. That's probably what I'm going to put on the thumbnail, the meh tracks. Because that's definitely how I feel about some of these recent ones, including Sweet Sweet Canyon. Great idea. Absolutely amazing idea. But again, it falls short, just like the battle stage, but I'll get to that in a different video. 185 GBA Bowser Castle 3. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the outdoor part of Bowser's Castle. For hell's sake, it's Bowser's Castle, not Bowser's Castle's perimeter. I feel like if we went in a castle for even a little bit, it'd be better. That's why GCN Bowser's Castle is really high, because I genuinely do like GCN Bowser's Castle. I do like the fact that we're inside and outside. N64 and GCN, they're probably some of my favorite Bowser's Castle tracks. I don't really remember the ranking, but it's probably the same as what I would put it, or at least something like it. Yeah, so completely outdoor, not a big fan of. And for the SNES tracks, completely indoor, I'm also not a really big fan of. 184. GBA Bowser Castle 1. Come on, dude. Seriously, you thought I was going to put it then higher than 180? Like, honestly, I think I might have the highest ranking of GBA Bowser Castle 1 out of anyone that does YouTube. And I swear, if a little 6-year-old comes on and makes a YouTube channel just to prove me wrong, it doesn't count, okay? Don't count them. And to round off this video, 183 3DS GBA Bowser Castle 1. For the same criticisms I had of Bowser Castle 1. Wait, I didn't list any of the criticisms? Well, I'll tell you here. Straight turns, please. No, I don't like these 90-degree turns. Please curve a little bit, please. Also, the fact that the track is short. Yeah, I know it's the Mushroom Cup. The Mushroom Cups are probably going to be so low when I do the mean average scores of all this stuff. And there's really nothing to it. It's a circle with one kind of turn. Turn I use lightly. Yeah, that's Bowser Castle 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this ranking video of the tracks that I put between 200 and 183. I'm really excited to see how the rest of the series plays out. The next video will be 182 to 161. So I hope you do stay tuned, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.